Hi guys, and welcome back again to my kitchen. Welcome to my It's a Vegan Vegetarian month of July. I'm going to cook you guys up some fast and easy brown stew beef without the beef. I'm going to show you how simple this thing can be, how healthy this thing is, how tasty it is. So if you want to see how I cook up my vegan style vegetarian beef without the beef, come on and let's do this now. Now let's go over our ingredients and all the things that you are going to need in order to make this fast and easy recipe. Right here I have my mushroom, and the mushroom that I'm using is pretty big, as you can see. See that? You want to make sure that you wash it thoroughly. Wash it, guys. You want to wash that dirt or anything that's trapped underneath there. You want to make sure that it's washed. I'm going to just use 2 of this because I'm only going to make for me, and of course I'm going to make my other bunny eat this too. So also you're going to need some green pepper right there, some tomatoes. I have some fresh thyme there as well, right there. What else do I have here? I have some chopped onion right there. So I'm also going to add 1 stalk of scallion. You're going to need some cinnamon leaves right there, and let's go over that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a ½ teaspoon of salt, ½ teaspoon of black pepper, ½ teaspoon of seasoned salt. I'm also going to add to that some almond milk. Okay, if you don't have almond milk, then you use soy milk, coconut milk, rice milk. Anything will work. Anything like that will work. In here I have a teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of paprika, and I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Now if you don't have peanut butter, you could use anything to substitute. If you're allergic to peanut butter, don't use that, okay? You can use anything. I have almond, and I have all kind of other spray that you could use. Use the one that suits you best. I'm also going to add to that some parsley right there. If you have fresh parsley, use it. Also going to add some barbecue sauce, and I'm also going to add, what else I'm going to add? I'm going to add my vinegar. Now let's talk about what else I'm going to put. Right here I have a ½ cup of wheat flour, a ½ cup of all-purpose flour, I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and I have a teaspoon of baking powder. And that is what we are going to need for this recipe. So come on and let's go in. Okay guys, we're moving on to the next step. And the first thing you want to do is go ahead and put your cinnamon leaves in. Right? So you go ahead and drop those in. And then I'm going to put my peanut butter in here. So you want that peanut butter to cook with the cinnamon as well. And then I'm just going to pinch a little bit of salt in here, not too much. And all you want to do now is go ahead and put your mushrooms in. And you can see some of mushroom, I use this pretty big, so that is the one that I'm going to use. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go and let that cook for just about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to take them out. Okay, so I will move on to the next step while those are being cooked. So let's move on. Okay guys, we're moving on to our next step, and what we are trying to achieve here is to make our paste. In here we have a ½ cup of all-purpose flour, ½ cup of wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a tablespoon of cornstarch. So you mix all that in real good, just like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my salt, my seasoned salt, and my black pepper in there. Toss that in. Then I'm going to go in and add my milk. So that's my almond milk. And toss that in. Okay guys, so that's your texture, and this is exactly how we want this to be, okay? So we're going to put this aside, and then we'll move on to our next step. Okay guys, we are moving on to the next step. You want to make sure that you have your pot on the fire. You want to make sure that you have your cooking oil in there, your choice of cooking oil, whatever you want to use. Make sure that oil is hot before you move on to this step. I'm going to go ahead and put your mushroom in here. You want to go ahead and coat it really well with the mixture. You want to go ahead and transfer that to the frying pan. Okay, so you put it into your frying pan. Just like that. And I'm going to let that fry for about 4 to 5 minutes from each side. And then we'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we got them nice and golden brown, just like that, as you can see, both sides are nice and golden brown, right? That's exactly all you want this thing to look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these out. And then I'm going to move on to my next step. Okay, so now I'm moving on with my next step. What I'm going to do here now, I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. And guys, I'm using that same pot, alright? All I did was throw a little bit of that oil out. But I'm using the same pot I used to fry my mushrooms in. So the pot has flavor in it. So I put my onions and my green pepper. I put my tomatoes in. My scallion and thyme. So I'm going to put everything in. Also, I'm going to put my garlic in as well. And some paprika. The paprika is going to give it taste and flavor as well. Toss this on a little bit. Boy, my kitchen really smells good enough. Okay, so now I'm going to add some vinegar. 1 teaspoon of vinegar. I'm also going to add a little bit of parsley on that. Dried parsley I'm using. If you have fresh parsley, throw it in there. And my vegetables are going to be cooked for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I will come right back. Okay guys, so my vegetable looks pretty good. Because I don't want to overcook vegetables, I still want to have the crunchiness in the veggies. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my mushrooms in. Like that. And what I did right here, guys, in here I have some barbecue sauce, about half a cup, and I just add a little bit more water to it, okay? And all I'm going to do now is just put my barbecue sauce on top of my mushrooms, just like that. And the veggies as well. I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit more of that good old parsley on top like that. Give it another 2 to 3 minutes and that's going to be done. So make sure you have your fire on medium heat, guys, not high heat, okay? So I'll see you back. I'm going to put this with some vegan rice and peas and some vegetable to the side, and we're going to get ready to eat. So I'll see you back. There you have it, guys. I'm all done. Look at that. Who say you can't have beef when you're a vegan without the beef? Who say you can't have rice and peas without cooking it a certain kind of way? That is one healthy dish right there. That is so yummy, guys. Look at that. Complete meal for you guys. Vegan rice and peas with your vegan cooked up beef using the mushroom without the beef. Had a little bit of goodies with it, Gonna have some cucumber, a little bit of salt and pepper to that, and ta-da! There is your dish right there. I hope you like this recipe, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know what you like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.